Good morning student. Welcome to Sheba online class. Now today we are taken the lesson chemistry matter around us. Okay, matter around us. So what is matter? Lesson number 10, matter around us, chemistry. What is matter? Matter is occupies the space of the mass. Listen, matter is the anything occupies the space of the mass. So it's divided into two. Classified divided into two. Lower class you have studied the matter, three states under matter. State is three states: solid, liquid, and gaseous. You know, you are all studied the 8th standard lower section. So matter it can be divided into two classes. Two. One is pure substances and another one is impure substances. It's clear. Next, again divided into two groups. One is element and another one is compound. One is element and another one is compound. So what is element? Element can be molecule into broken simple substances. So that is called element. Once again, what is element? Element can be broken into simple substances. So that is called element. What are the examples? Copper, oxygen and hydrogen. These are all the element examples. Okay. Next, compound. What is compound? Compound can be broken down into element by the chemical reaction. Understand? Once again, compound can be broken into chemical reaction. So that is called compound. Okay, next, water example, water, sugar, oil, etc. Once again, matter is classified into two types. One is pure substances and another one is impure substances. Then again two divided into two groups. What are they? Element and compound. What is element? Element can be the small molecule into broken the simple substances. So that is called element. Okay. So can be oxygen broken into the element. That are the matter is all the same kind of only for the atoms. All the same kind of the atoms. Next, compound. Compound can be broken substances into the element of the chemical reaction. Again the chemical reaction. Example, water, sugar, oil, etc. So next, impure substances. First of all, impure substances, they are divided into two forms, two classified the groups. One is homogeneous and another one is heterogeneous. Okay, one is homogeneous and heterogeneous. What is the meaning of the homo? Homo means it's a same process. So that is called homogeneous. So it contains the uniform composition. What is the homogeneous? So it contains the uniform composition. For example, water, H2O is alcohol, sugar and because it will be dissolved. I will do the experiment after. First of all, I explain. Okay. So homogeneous. So it's contained to the uniform of the composition. Then another one. First of all, I take the one beaker. Okay, I take one beaker. Is mixed with the water. I will mix with the water. Is dissolve. All the substances are dissolved. So you cannot see easily anyone. Okay, all are dissolving. So that is called a homogeneous. For example, I'll take some water and add the sugar. Is a mix well. So what will you observe? If you cannot see anyone, matter. You cannot see anyone. Okay, all are dissolving. So that is called homogeneous. Okay, next one, heterogeneous. So non-uniform composition. Heterogeneous means non-uniform composition. I will take one cup of oil. Just a little drop of oil and then add the water and mix well. What will you do? I cannot see any one substances. Oil float the water. Okay, you can see that. So that is called heterogeneous. So once again, I take one beaker, is a water and sugar mixing well. You cannot see any one substances. So that is called homogeneous. All are dissolving in water. Sugar all dissolve in water. Next one, heterogeneous. Sugar plus water, oil plus water is a mix well. You can see the oil droplet. Okay, you can see the oil droplet float on the water. Oil floats on the water. Okay, next another one example I will take some sand mixing with the sugar. Sand and mixing with the sugar. You can see easily. So that is called heterogeneous. Okay. Now we are homogeneous and heterogeneous. It is differentiated. You know, differentiate is a uniform, homogeneous, so it contains uniform composition. Heterogeneous, non-uniform composition. For example of water plus H2O and water, sugar, again because it will be dissolved. Okay, again I will add some sugar and water. So again dissolve in water. Again dissolve. Okay, that's all. You cannot see any one substances. You understand? Okay. Next. So impure substances is divided into two. One is a homo and another one is a heterogeneous. For example, for the sugar and water is again dissolve in the water is because it will be dissolving solution. Dissolve. And heterogeneous, non-uniform composition, sugar plus for example sugar and sand mixing with well, you can see the separate of the sand and sugar. And then oil and water, you are mixing well, the droplet of the oil float on the water. You just usually you can see, but they do not cannot see in easily. All are dissolving. It's clear. Next, compound and element. What is the element and the compound? Element, they are made up of the same kind of atom. Okay, the element, they are all made up of same kind of atom elements. Compound make the more than one kind of atom. This is only one kind of atom element. Element only one kind of atom, but compound is more than one kind of atoms. Next, smallest particles, remains the smallest particle. Okay, just you can see the smallest particle substances will be dissolved in the water. Smallest retain the properties in the atoms. Next, remains the properties of the molecule will be present the compound. Atom only is remains the atom, is remains only the molecule will be present. Okay, cannot be broken down into the simpler substances. Understand? Element can be broken into simpler substances of the element. Compound can be broken down into the chemical reaction. Understand? Chemical reaction will be formed. This is only for the simplest substances can be broken to the element, and compound can be broken down into the chemical reaction will be followed. For example, water, sugar, oil. Okay, it's clear. Okay, next element. Next topic we are going to element. All element can be classified the various properties to way of the classify the metals or metalloid non-metals. Okay, all element can be classified various properties, metals or metalloid and non-metal. What is the metal, metalloid, non-metal? Metal is a copper. You know all copper, chromium, gold. Some with mixing with the gold, mixing the copper. Okay. gold and mercury. These are all metals. For example, give the examples of the metal. Very important question. Metals, example copper, chromium, gold and mercury. Next, you are going to 10th standard. Each and every one you are study the detailed form. Okay, just you only for the example only you can read. Next, metalloid. What is the metalloid? Boron, silicon, germanium, arsenic. These metals at present is not in the disappears in the vanished from the metalloid. Okay, so boron, silicon, germanium, arsenic. Okay, next non-metal. Which one is a non-metal? It's a gaseous form. So that is called carbon, oxygen, neon. For example, water. Water means what is the water? Hydrogen, oxygen. So carbon, H2O, two hydrogen, one oxygen is contained the water. Hydrogen plus oxygen contain the water. So non-metal. Okay, for example, carbon, oxygen, neon. For example, is a chemical reactor, iron plus sulfur. Then heat iron sulfide. Two elements are heating the chemical process, that can only a new product will be appearance. So iron sulfate are present. For example, another one example is a mixer and a compound. What is the differentiate of the mixer and the compound? The mixer, it contains two or more substances. Mixer is a two or more substances. You are all eating the mixer. You go and buy the shop mixer. Is a few or six and many things are mixing with the mixer. So that is called one or two element mixing the substances is called the mixer. Compound, it is a single substances only. Compound is only a single substances. They continue the present in the any preparation, the constitution of the any preparation of the mixing or. So that is only the definite preparation. It is any one properties, any one is a preparation, constitution of this present in any one way, that is called the mixer. And so properties will be composition separated of the really to the physical method. Mixer is only the physical method of the mixing, and this only a chemical reaction for the compound. Compound means a chemical reaction for only the constitution of the represented the form of the chemical reaction. So that's all. Next one is a types of mixing. Mixers. What are the type of mixers? Already I told that 5 minutes I told what are the homogeneous and heterogeneous of the mixing. Homogeneous is what is the true solution and is a alloys. Homogeneous and heterogeneous. Already I told the few minutes ago, two substances, impure substances is divided into two groups. One is a homogeneous and another one is a heterogeneous form. So this divided into two types. What are they? True solution, and then another one is alloys. Okay, so hetero means again divided into two groups. What are they? The first one is suspension. And another one is colloids. Substances and colloids. Listen, once again I explain that impure substances is divided into two classes. One is homogeneous and another one is heterogeneous. Homogeneous, again two groups are divided. One is true solution and another one is alloys. Next, heterogeneous. One is a suspension and another one is a colloid. You are go to 10th standard, you are study the details and they come to the practical class will be true solution, colloid solution, suspension is alloys, which one is identify the, do the experiment each and every one. Okay, next one is here, so types of mixer finished. Next is substances, appearance of the effect of the magnet. Iron is a dark grey powder. You know iron is a dark grey powder, dark. Okay, next I explain substances, appearance and effect of magnet. Substances and appearance, effect of magnet. First, iron. Iron element is a appearance is a dark grey powder. Iron substance, iron element and the dark grey powder is a effect of magnitude is a attracted to it. Attracted to it the all the element, all the element of this here attracted. Next, sulfur. Sulfur element, yellow powder. Sulfur element, yellow powder is a none of the effect of magnitude. None of effect of the magnitude. And iron plus sulfate. Iron plus sulfate, that is called a mixer. Iron plus sulfur, you know, iron plus sulfur, that heating processes is iron sulfate is a mixing of the element. You know, if it's clear, mixer, what is the mixer? Is a one or two element heating and a chemical react with this iron sulfate, a new product will be appearance. So that is called mixer. Okay. Next is a dirty yellow powder. What's the color of the appearance? Dirty yellow powder of the substances. So effect of magnet, what will you? Iron powder attract to it. Iron powder attract to it. Iron sulfide. Iron sulfide is a compound. Iron plus sulfur is a mixer. Iron sulfide is a compound substances. This is a black solid. This is a black solid. No effect. Okay. Blood is not pure substances. First of all, blood is not pure substances. It is a mixture of the various components. Mixture of the various components. That is not a pure substances. Is a many element are mixing with the blood component. Okay. This is a platelets. What are they? So such as a platelets, red blood cell and white blood cells, your corpuscles and plasma. These are all containing of the blood. Not blood is a pure substances. Is a content of the many elements. Many substances will be containing of the blood. For example, RBC, red blood cell, WBC, white blood cell, red corpuscles, red platelets, blood platelets, and then is a plasma. These are all contain the blood. Okay, it's not pure substances. Okay, listen student. Now we are today I will teach the lesson matter and around us. Next topic we are going to is a separation of mixer and the chematography and the simple distillation and the centrifugations and the solvent of the extraction. These all explain the next class. Listen, you are already teach the physics and chemistry. Okay, you are read and thoroughly. Every day you sit and read at home carefully and send it homework every day WhatsApp. Okay, thank you.